everybody, happy Sunday! And I didn't do too much of anything today. I was initially planning on going out to Jake's Flea Market, but that ended up not happening. I stayed up way too late last night, plus I had family photos to attend today, so really when it all came down to it, going to Jake's was just not going to happen. So put that on the back burner. Hopefully next Sunday I will be at Jake's Flea Market. That is the plan. Weather's really nice with it being fall, and I just haven't been out there in a while, so I really need to get out to Jake sometime soon. So hopefully next Sunday I'll be there doing some cinema hunting. That is the plan. But not to fret, I did still get some media today, and I got it in the mail. And you're probably thinking to yourself, it's Sunday. How did you possibly get mail? Mail is not delivered on Sundays, and you're correct. But if you forget to check your mailbox on Saturday, you're going to have mail waiting for you on Sunday. And that's what I did. I don't know what I was thinking. I never bothered to check my mailbox yesterday, and sure enough, I had mail waiting for me in my mailbox and on my front porch, and I ended up having 3 packages here waiting for me on my front porch that I was kind of mad at myself for forgetting to check because they had been sitting out on my front porch all night long. I don't like that. This is, my babies right here, some new members of the family, and I just left them sitting outside waiting for somebody to steal them. That would have been bad, but they were all still there. I'm very happy. So let's take a look at what I got. These are all very late getting to me, by the way, too. All this should have been delivered to me, I think, last Tuesday. I should have had all this in my hands, in my possession on Tuesday, but for whatever reason, it only got delivered on Saturday. I have no idea why, but at least it's finally here. So first thing is first, we'll take a look at what I got from Walmart.com. This is pretty awesome. In fact, I've already opened this up because I wanted to check something. And something is very cool about this. I ended up getting for only $23, 96 is what I paid for this. So $23 for this. I ended up picking up Ghostbusters, and I know, yeah, people are groaning right now. I can hear you through my phone. Yeah, it's Ghostbusters. This isn't the best movie. I've already watched this. I've already reviewed it for you guys, and my thoughts on it were it wasn't great, but it wasn't horrible. It was just kind of mediocre. I've certainly seen much worse movies. I didn't hate this movie. I just didn't love it, and my main problem with it was the fact that it wasn't smartly written. That was my main issue. But I really wanted to get a copy of this anyway. I can't have the other Ghostbusters movies and not this one. But I love this release. The movie aside, forget whether the movie's good or bad, this release is awesome, and this is why I paid $23 for this. I would pay $23 for movies more often. You guys know me, I always wait for a good deal. I never want to pay more than $5 per movie, but I would pay right around the $20 mark per movie if they started doing more releases like this, where it's a 4K 3D combo pack. This is the 4K 3D Blu-ray digital combo pack. That is an awesome combo pack. We need more releases like this. I absolutely hate when a movie comes out and there's a 4K release and a 3D release. Which one do I get? And there's a lot of people out there who are in the same boat as me. I read about it all the time on like Blu-ray.com and stuff. People are like going nuts thinking, which one do I get? Do I buy both? Do I just buy one? Does a movie really look good in 3D? Does it look better in 4K? What do I do? I completely understand that, and I absolutely hate it. There's so many times where I'm like, it's a pretty good deal on the 4K release, but I really want it on 3D also. Like, what do I do? You don't have to worry about this if they did more combo packs like this. I think this would also possibly sell 4K more. Maybe, I don't know, but I love this, and I would probably pay right around the $20 mark per title if they would release more titles in sets like this. This is awesome. So again, 4K 3D Blu-ray digital combo pack. That is amazing. I had to jump on it. When I saw this was only $23, I knew I was going to get my hands on it. But not only is it awesome for that, but kudos. Kudos to Sony for this. Check this out, guys. Matching spine art for the 4K releases. Thank you. Thank you, Sony. I cannot stand when movies come out. I got the Ghostbusters and Ghostbusters 2 on 4K. I can't say when they come out, they have matching spine art. Even though the spine art isn't all that fantastic, it is matching at least. And then they release another movie, like the new movie or something, or whatever comes out, and the spine art is completely different. I want to be able to put all these next to each other and have them look the same, and they do, and that is great. Or I guess I should have it like that. They do, and they're great, and that is awesome. I love it. Kudos to Sony for doing that. That is amazing. These are going to look great right next to each other in my collection. That is fantastic. So, yes, I do have the new Ghostbusters film. Say what you will. I didn't hate this movie. I just didn't love it either. And I'm happy to have this release. So, very cool. And I got a great price for it. So, that's awesome. All right, so now onto the last 2 packages here. And both of these coming from Mill Creek. And these are pretty cool things. So, first one here. In fact, I might just open both these up. I might as well. These are pretty awesome. All right, so there's one, and Yeah, these are great. So excited about both of these releases. We have two really cool series set releases, not just seasons or anything like that. Complete series, and both on Blu-ray. We have Miami Vice and Knight Rider, both Blu-ray releases right here of the entire series. How cool are both of these? When I found out Mill Creek was releasing these, I was pretty blown away. These are awesome sets right here. I already have seasons, I think, 1 and 2 of Miami Vice on DVD, and I know I have the entire series of Knight Rider on DVD, but that is so cool to have these sets. These are absolutely awesome. I was pretty blown away to find out about these. These came out last Tuesday, which is why they probably should have been to me at least Tuesday or before, but they did come out on Tuesday, so these are already in stores. If you're looking for these, they're already hitting stores now, so be on the lookout. Let's open these up. Let's check them out. The packaging seems good. They thankfully did not do that horrible DVD packaging they've been doing recently. I still can't get over how bad that packaging is. Luckily, these seem to be all nicely individually packaged. I'm guessing it's just... oh, well, I don't love that. We have some stacking going on here. I'm not completely against stacking. I've already talked to you guys about that. At least stacking is better than putting stuff in sleeves like they've been doing with the DVD releases. Come on, Mill Creek, stop that. But it seems that each season here comes with, I guess, 4 discs. Yeah, 2 discs here, 2 discs there. They're just stacked. So, not too bad. That's pretty cool. I'll still have to put them in some thin cases to properly protect them. But nevertheless, still an awesome release. So, just, again, the complete series of Knight Rider on Blu-ray. That is absolutely awesome. And then, again, the complete series of Miami Vice, which I'm going to assume probably has the same thing going on with the stacking. We will check it out anyway. And... yes, it does appear that each one is 4 discs as well and stacked. And of course, each one of these cases is an individual season. That is awesome. So, Mill Creek, this is so cool. I love it. If you're a fan of Knight Rider, if you're a fan of Miami Vice, it's so cool to have these in high definition on Blu-ray. Mill Creek just keeps pumping out these amazing releases, and this month they did not disappoint. These are just blowing me away. This is too awesome. So really cool additions to my collection. I love it. Mill Creek, thank you for sending these my way. And again, if you guys are looking for these, they came out on Tuesday, so they should already be hitting store shelves, and you can already pick these up. That is great. So all in all, I got some cool stuff in the mail today. I'm kind of glad, actually, in a way, I didn't check my mailbox, because had I done that, I really wouldn't have had anything to show you guys today, because I didn't go out and do any cinema hunting. So luckily, I was an idiot and forgot to check my mailbox last night, and now I had stuff waiting to show you guys. So some cool releases that I got in the mail. That is awesome. All right, guys, so now on to tonight's Cinema Sickness Halloween Horathon title, and what is it going to be? I'm going to watch Ghostbusters again. I know. You're probably thinking, what? Ghostbusters? Again, really? Like, you really didn't like it too much the first time around. It's such a bad movie and blah, blah, blah. Again, I didn't hate this movie, and I want to watch it in 3D, and I want to check out the theatrical cut, which is what the 3D version is, and I want to see what the difference between the theatrical cut and the extended cut are, and the extended cut is what I first watched. So I'm going to see what the differences are. I'm going to see how it looks in 3D. Yeah, I'm watching Ghostbusters again. Alright guys, Ghostbusters, this time the theatrical cut, and this time in 3D. I gotta say the 3D was pretty awesome for one main reason. This is something that I don't see too often, and I'm sure there are other movies that have done this, that maybe, I can't think of any off the top of my head, but I noticed on a lot of 3D, you have the limitations of your TV, or limitations of whatever aspect ratio it is. So if there's black bars on the top and the bottom, that's your limitations of where the 3D is. This was really interesting in the fact that like proton beams and ghosts and all kinds of things like that were going outside of the black bars. I was pretty blown away by that. That was pretty neat and really added to the 3D. I thought that was absolutely fantastic. I was just, again, blown away to see that. It was really, really cool. So definitely something interesting. And I would say the 3D in this was pretty cool. And I would recommend checking out the 3D version if you want to see this movie. If you're a fan of 3D, if you want to see the new Ghostbusters film, 3D is definitely probably the way to go. It looked really, really good. Again, blown away by stuff coming out of those black bars. That was just something we should see more often. As far as the theatrical cut, though, that's where the issue comes in. I would say, yes, see 3D, but you're only able to watch the theatrical cut in 3D. And really when it comes down to it, I personally think the extended cut was better. There were certain scenes in the theatrical cut that I felt were kind of lacking in the comedy, or just lacking in explaining certain scenes because they left stuff out that was in the extended cut. Also, there were scenes that I thought were just better and even funnier because they were extended, scenes that just went on for longer. So all sorts of things like that I would have to say the extended cut is the better cut. But at the same time, I want to say see the 3D. So when it comes down to it, watch the movie twice like I did. Watch the extended cut and then watch it in 3D to see a really good 3D version of this. I know that's probably not going to happen for most of you because why would you want to watch this movie twice? But again, I didn't hate this movie. I just didn't love this movie. It was just kind of mediocre in my opinion. And again, the biggest problem with this movie, I already said this, but the biggest problem with this movie is that it wasn't smartly written like the first two Ghostbusters. The first two Ghostbusters movies are written in a smart way. They actually feel like this could be something that is really happening, or maybe really going on. This is a bit more dumbed down. And nothing too smart came out of this one. It just makes you kind of feel stupid watching it in a sort of way. I didn't feel like, oh, this is something that could really be happening. It felt like a fantasy. When I watched Ghostbusters 1 and Ghostbusters 1 and Ghostbusters 2, I kind of put myself in the place of the citizens of New York, or put myself in the place of the Ghostbusters. It feels like this is something that really took place. I feel like, I know it's fantasy. I know it's all make-believe, but it feels like something that could have happened. I don't feel that way when I'm watching Ghostbusters. I feel like it's completely all just fantasy, made up, it's goofy. There's too many one-liners and too many jokes. Even yes, there are jokes in these two movies, but they fit better. They're, again, smartly written. Jokes that are put in place at a good time where it doesn't take away from the movie and doesn't make you feel like you're watching a comedy. It makes you just laugh because somebody happened to say something smart, witty, funny. It works. This movie, it just feels like you're watching a make-believe, fantasy, comedy, sort of action horror movie. And it is what it is. It's okay. It's just not great, and I wasn't blown away by it. But I wasn't disappointed watching it my second time around. This was okay. It wasn't great, but it wasn't bad. It's really just my way of saying it. Mediocre. Mediocre and not smartly written. That's the way I'd put it. But I didn't hate this movie. So would I recommend checking it out? I would, if you want to see it. If you're in the same boat I was in when I first heard about this movie and you're like, I hear it's not that great, but I still want to see it, then yeah, at least give it a watch, give it a rent, check it out, see what you thought. You may like it, you may not, or maybe you'll be like me and you'll watch it twice in a row. I don't know. So Ghostbusters, yeah, I'd say check it out. Alright guys, and with that, I am off to bed. It's getting a little bit too late right now, and I definitely have to get up early tomorrow for my first full week of work. Last week I started work on Tuesday because my job was closed for Columbus Day, so I started work on Tuesday, worked 4 days, and now I'm starting my first ever full 5-day work week. I haven't done that in about 2 months, so that's going to be exciting. Lots of new stuff I'll be learning this week. I'm sure they're just throwing all kinds of new information at me because I'm learning the new job, and again, working my way up to becoming the assistant manager at this office. So that's going to be pretty exciting. But again, a lot to learn, a lot to have sink in. And I'm sure this week it'll just be a ton more information thrown at me. But I'm having fun. I'm enjoying this job. As I've already said, I am enjoying the job. And I'm looking forward to the future with this company. So that is awesome. So, all right, guys. As always, thank you guys so much for checking this video out. Be sure to hit that like button down below. Also, if you want to see a brand new video from me every single day, hit that subscribe button and you're going to get one. And if you want to grab yourself a Cinema Sickness t-shirt, one of many designs you could choose from, then head over to cinemasickness.spreadshirt.com where you can get yourself one of these. And finally, if you'd like to support new content, just show your thanks and appreciation for these videos and keep these videos coming your way every single day, then head over to patreon.com/cinemasickness where the simple donation of $1 or as much as you like really does go a long way and all goes right back into these videos and gains you early access to most of my videos as well. So that is it. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. I will see you all tomorrow. And I gotta get some sleep. Bye.